Hi, this is Jack Daulton. I'm still traveling around the world, notwithstanding my most recent brain surgery. I'm here a little closer to home, though, on the flanks of Mount Rainier. It's the 5th highest mountain in the continental U.S., is that correct?
That's right, in the lower 48.
I'm here with Roz Ho, my significant other, and she's traveled all over the world with me. Roz, about 2 years ago, we trekked to the summit of Mount Kilimanjaro.
Right.
This mountain, Mount Rainier, is 14,400 feet, correct?
It's 14,000 something. I don't know what the precise measurement is. I know it's over 14,000.
Whereas Mount Kilimanjaro, of course, is much higher, just over 19,000 feet. There are other differences, though, between this mountain and Mount Kilimanjaro, aren't there, Roz?
Well, there's vast differences.
Yeah, but there's one in particular that's quite dramatic now. If you'll pan over to the mountain itself, which is just to the left of us, the Massif, you can see that it's covered with snow, whereas that's not the case with Mount Kilimanjaro. Is that correct, Roz?
Well, not anymore. I guess at one point the top of it was covered with snow, but you know, the glaciers have been receding and they're melting. So in this case, they're not melting.
Yeah, in fact, the largest glacier in the lower 48 states is right to our left, just below the summit of Mount Rainier, the Emmons Glacier, 4.3 square miles. It's a massive glacier. It looks like, doesn't it, Roz, that it's riddled with crevasses. I can't tell whether those are just kind of ropey formations in the glacier or they're crevasses. In any case, that's the most popular route up the mountain, isn't it?
Right, it is. And a lot of people try to climb this mountain, Mount Rainier, and I read somewhere that only half of them make it to the top.
Yeah, it's a difficult mountain. Mount Kilimanjaro is basically a trek on dry land. We never hiked on snow going up Mount Kilimanjaro, whereas Mount Rainier is an alpine ascent, an ascent almost entirely on snow. In fact, mountaineers use it to train for other expeditions in the Himalayas on the other side of the planet. Now we're on one of the many trails on the around the periphery of Mount Rainier. We started at an elevation, Roz, I think of about 6,400 feet.
Right.
We're probably at about 7,000 feet.
Yeah, I would say that. It's a very short hike. We're just doing a short day hike, nothing like climbing Mount Kilimanjaro.
But a wonderful hike. The weather is spectacular today. You know, Roz, most of the time Mount Rainier is enveloped in clouds, but as you can see, today it's relatively free of clouds, and we've been blessed with some wonderful views of the mountain and the environments of the mountain.
Yep.
So we're quite lucky. Anyway, someday I think we dream about coming back here to do the ascent to the summit of Mount Rainier.
Right, along with our photographer, Peter Tice, and your daughter, Melanie Daulton.
Who's also with us, and both of them accompanied us to the summit of Kilimanjaro 2 years ago. So maybe maybe our next mountain will be Mount Rainier, God willing. Thank you very much.